Welcome back to Game Wolf Takes Up a Job as a Cleric. Welcome to video number 27. What? Is that where we're at? Okay. So today I'll be getting the weapon that belongs to the number 2 key as the Cleric. The Serpent Staff. And just so you know, since we're at the Ultraviolence equivalent, well, besides what you have to say, yeah,
Are you ready to die?
I know. Yeah, I'm ready. But yeah, we're gonna try to head to the Serpent Staff as quickly as we can because it's too important. I need this shit. Especially if there's gonna be some fucking salt. Actually, no. I kinda need flechettes for the centaurs. But oh, yeah, that reminds me. Don't try to Serpent Staff the centaurs. If they block you, you're depriving yourself of health and you'll be poisoned or something. It's not good. Don't try it. Generally don't try to do that unless you think you can get away with it by doing it like 1 frame or something. That's one too many of these guys. By the time I'm like through with them, they might just spawn more. Not really good, so perhaps consider ignoring them. Unless you get to the serpents, then hurry your ass, basically. Although I'll have my flechettes to deal with them before I can get my staff. I just noticed that his attack is the same sound effect as my attack. We're both mace wielders. I guess it makes sense. It's like instead of using the same actor, we use the same sound Foley artist. Oh, I forgot these two guys stand here. Very good. Dun, 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 dun. Let's all complain about how much I put into this game when I really didn't have to. I think most people that play this game play as the cleric also. I don't blame them. I really don't. You get like good. You get the whole up and down experience. So you get the good of Hex and the bad of Hexen. It like not even spread out evenly. Hey, you walked past my poison cloud. You must have had 2 times the masks to deal with that medical crisis. Oh yeah, did you know they make medical masks they got like liquid absorption from moisture coming out your breath, which means fog-resistant glasses. Yeah. I feel like it's an obvious thing someone could have made, so I don't know why they just have a lot of them. I could have used them. Now I don't really need them. I mean, in a way I still do, but I reserve that for like... I reserve that tip for medical facilities. Basically. Which I guess makes sense, that's where the most sick people would be. So, why not? The downside is you don't get to see people's lovely faces. Oh, hey, that's cool. It's like I established the flechette had to happen as the platform was going down, so now there's like a mid-air poison cloud. That's kind of cool. I thought maybe it would just lower with the platform too. It didn't. It's kind of nice. Things I didn't notice the first time around. Now that you're all here. Oh yeah, I watched someone just play through Death. I watched someone try to play Death Kings and it's like, yep, I could probably do that, and I probably will, as I might have said before. But you know, you get back in line with my other projects, okay? I have my ways, I swear to you. Ethereal travel with the ethereal reveal. Huh. So, the Serpent Staff is not in the Guardian of Ice. That could only mean it's either in the Guardian of Steel or the Guardian of Fire. Guess what? It's in the Guardian of Steel. I know. I just do, okay? I played this already. I know where it is. And yes, figuring out what to do did mean looking up where these weapons are, especially weapon number 2, so I could not be any more super fucked than I already super am not. Please give him the herbs. All right. Got some vials.
Yes, I'm Mr. Vile, the crocodile. Come here so you could win 3 lives, and if you lose 3 lives.
It's like, oh no, Mr. Vile, I'm coming back with sneakers. You go to hell. And then he got a job as a maverick hunter, except not really. It was a fun time, had by all. Oh yeah, here's a fun thing you do. If you're ever sick or in severe pain that you know will only be brief, might I recommend the junk food equivalent of gaming? Like I've heard, like, you know, an MMO, a gacha, something that you know you're not gonna put time into because you don't actually give a crap about it, knowing it doesn't give a crap about you. Anything grindy is what I mean. It's not about the exploitation of money. No, that's just a big overlap. But play something super grindy, super mindless, something you get far pretty quick without much thought into it. So many roguelikes would fit that, actually. Not all of them. Roguelites, rather, would fit them. Try not to make it too slow either, so a card-based game might be too slow for you. Although, if you really are if you're really tired but not to the point of sleeping, maybe you do have to, but I mean, if you're going to sleep anyway, then you don't need the game at that point, you can just sleep. Now, if there's video games you can play in your sleep, then please tell me about it. Like just dreaming, and then the brain activity releases the Pong. But no, that would imply some level of consciousness while sleeping, and I don't know. Yep, now to wait forever. Oh boy.
This could only be good and or bad.
Well, luckily for me... Oh, wait, no. Luckily for me, if I keep macing him, I don't have to worry about a shield. And if he's close enough, he'll keep trying to melee me instead, which means I could probably kill him faster with the other weapon if I had it, if he played like that the whole time. Oh, no! I'm getting poisoned! No! My kingdom for a trolley! Oh! Give me a knapsack! Holy, holy, oxen free! Oh gosh. What a chore. Luckily I can chores. Apparently. Isn't that funny? I've learned patience. Amazing. Is it not? The best way to deal with impatient is to just work on something that doesn't necessarily have an easy payout. Think long-term, my friends. Think about the long-term game experience you have of, well, looking up all the answers. That I do. Or, again, better yet, if you have trouble with do games, play them in God mode, and then try again without God mode. Bam! Debugging. Superior. You probably know what I'm talking.
You probably know what I'm talking about, because I try to do with everything I can. Same thing with save states in games that don't normally have them. If it normally has a saving in the middle of your level, then yes, I'm going to use it. But if it's not normally there, then for the sake of the design and for, I guess, without sounding a bit pretentious, because I lack the word that isn't pretentious for it. Oh well! I don't have the word that's for its pretentiousness either. With your heart of steel. Oh yeah, speaking of steel, I hear the new there might be a new Superman movie with the actor from Man of Steel as Superman again. I could be wrong. I think. I don't know. I don't know what's going on inside DC/Warner Bros. At this moment. They have enough problems than trying to think they can compete with Marvel now. I think that, you know what? I think that was the mistake. You know what the mistake was? You know what the mistake was? They thought they had to catch up to Marvel, so they rushed everything when they should not have. Also, what they were good at for a while was original video animations. It was like a whole, it was a whole universe in itself that kind of started with Flashpoint Paradox. I don't recall where the ending point is, but basically when the animation style changed, essentially, where that ended. But I kind of like it. I mean, it does the thing that Whedon does with the superheroes, just like, oh, no one's going to believe that person has superpowers, wink wink, nudge nudge, you're in on this corniness, aren't you, audience? It's just like, you know, someone says ironic shitposting is still shitposting. Well, ironic corniness is still corny. They need to let go of that and just be who they are. But maybe the social reputation is more valuable than money. No, it's not. It's just that people with money value social reputation over sanity right now. That's how greed happens. You think it's money. No, it is like the very base of it is social acquisition. Yes, really. Don't. And no, it doesn't happen the other way around. You can't, like... I don't think the clout system works. That's like, what is clout in comparison to someone who's got, like, social bargaining? I guess that's the equivalent of having, like, a token rather than actual currency. Yeah, so clout is the cryptocurrency of a social transaction. I wonder if I'm onto something with that. I got the surfing staff now! Yeah, that's right, every shot does one. I think it does more than 1 mana when I suck them up, but hey, only 1 mana for this thing, the cheapest weapon in the game? You should use it a lot. It's got an eyeball, occasionally it blinks. Something I noticed while also playing Hexen is that a lot of my weapons are, like, pretty big for the screen. I mean, shit. I don't blame people for wide-skirting this one, damn. Whereas in Doom, I'd be using like a 1/5 of that sprite size, right? Except for the super shotgun. That'd be more like a 1/3. Also, how is this thing shooting exactly? I like that, like the serpent, that's like the theme of the ambulance, or whatever you call that thing. Something about serpents and medicine, which I suspect has to do with maybe something about how we used to make anti-venoms. I don't really know. It is kind of weird to have reptiles as a symbol of medicine, though, isn't it? Although we probably just think snakes look cool. And snakes are cool when they're not killing you. And spiders are your friend, says Peppa Pig, unless you're in Australia, in which case Peppa Pig is not legally allowed to talk about spiders. Fun facts for fun people. Here's a mesh armor I can wear as a fishnet on my torso, yes. Sexy cleric is here. He's going to be an Instagram model. Ah, no. It feels weird. It feels weird for people to link me to Instagram because, well, there's always a thing where it says log in if you want to see more. It's like, why are you linking to this? Like, imagine Google searches only searching stuff that you can't actually look at anyway. Which means that to some degree their text feeder is either cheating or is only getting the initial part, which means I don't need past the initial thing I'm searching for anymore. What am I searching for on Instagram? Fuck if I know. It's just in my image search, man. It's the same with, like, Pinterest and stuff. Pinterest is worse, though. Pinterest is like, well, you don't want Google Images, we'll use us, and it's bad, and I don't know. Actually, no, it's not really... I think it's more of how it's implemented rather than what it's actually supposed to be. Which is people making bookmarks on stuff, and yet most of them are images. I feel like... that's right. It's the social media equivalent of making bookmarks when you do that with your own browser. So maybe it's so you can transfer them between... I don't know. That's basically what it is. Hence the pinning system. I don't know why I'm explaining how the internet works when clearly I've played this game enough, but hey, We gotta make do with what I've done. What have I done? I'll tell you what I've done. I've kicked this guy so hard he's finally keeling over and dying. Please die faster, so I can kill you that much easier. Crystal vial. Oh my freaking god, please die. That is too much. Like that guy on that Chuck Norris cartoon. Too much. You know, I think for an April Fool's joke cartoon, I was like, we're gonna keep showing this Chuck Norris cartoon. It's funny. But the thing is, it was only funny back in like 2006, 2007, and they kept doing it. I'm like, enough! I get it. At least when they do Twilight Zone repeats on January 1st, there's a lot of them to go through before you get tired again, and then by the next year, it'll all feel fresh. But Chuck Norris marathon always is welcome really quick when it's like 5 or 6 episodes, like, oh, here we go again. Within the span of like a few times a day. At least, yeah. No, more than that. Like several times a day. It's actually done. Look, I can run fast enough. Just one problem, I don't have the door open. Whoopsie. See if you make it over. Unless you just fall. I really want to see if I can make this bridge. Because I value my fletchets. Which is weird, because each single fletchet is pretty good. Yeah, it is curious. I mean, I have to go across this thing. Yeah, I feel like there's a bad design decision in here, because you can just skip all those. I don't know either. Just being able to run through it, I guess, makes me feel good, but again, with those dudes in the way, you just have to projectile them. I don't see the fighter doing that. Oh, I'm not really sure, but I'm not sure how well the other classes can jump and run, or if they're about the same. Or if I just got used to it and forgot afterwards. Nothing to me indicates there's a difference in there, though, which is fine. I just thought the mage would be a shitty jumper, I guess. Maybe he is. Maybe he isn't. That's for you to determine, depending on how much health you have left. I'm not sure if this is also true. I think the mage gets less of an armor total overall. Like, I'm thinking maybe the cleric's max is 18, the mage's is 16. Which, yeah, okay. I feel like the cleric is the best with the most armor, though, but what the fuck do I know? Expecting clerics to tank it a different way, or just play defense all the time, whereas the fighter's playing offense. Going all around the clock, showing the things that I got.